Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Conal Rosario. With the Goa election verdict 2022 knocking on our doors, what are the feelings of the voters about government formation and durability? What are the expectations of the voters from the government? With the 2022 Goa Assembly elections being difficult to call, voters are keeping their fingers crossed. However, they have lots of expectations from the government.
If BJP gets absolute majority, then they will continue to bulldoze Goa. Whatever little is left of Goa will be gone. Government has to improve the quality of life to people of Goa. Make sure there is good water supply and good electricity supply. The Goa election results are just a few days away. What do people think about the stability of the government? Do they think that government will last for 5 years? What are the expectations from the government?
It's pretty difficult to give you a very clear picture because as per the reports and the allegations, it has been loaded with corruption. We knew there is and there will be corruption from the politicians. But during these elections, lot of stories, corruption amongst the voters. That the voters received big money. There are cases where in one family of 5, the 5 were bribed by all the political parties. They received money from all the political parties and we do not know to whom they have voted. There's another case where one person was contesting a very big high dignitary of the BJP. He said, I know that I cannot contest against the big person because he has spent and given very, very big money. You accept all his money, take everything, but silently vote for me. So we need to wait till the 10th of March to know exactly what happens.
See, there are a lot of things. You have to improve the quality of life of the people of Goa. First importantly, quality of life of the people of Goa. And the best way is to empower them by giving them good unadulterated food. See the water supply. See that electricity, no power cuts. The the 3 line path, this one, they bring polluting industry, no coal hub. We don't want this Goa to be a coal hub. Drop, wherever they get chance, they drop. Where sound they drop, we also make the bring. Then after they say, okay, we decided railway it is very difficult. They go by sea, Sagarmala. Sagarmala for what? Sagarmala, this the BJP rogues, the fellow. That's saying the captain of port should be dumped from the 6th building. Why? Because they're not allowing you to cheat.
There is a new update on the controversial Mopa Link Road. The Goa State Environment Impact Assessment Authority, in a letter to the Chief Engineer, National Highway and Road and Building (PWD), asked whether any environment clearance is obtained for the Mopa Link Road, as well as requested to clarify if such projects requires any environment clearance. The GSEIAA issued the letter acting on the complaint filed by an affected farmer, Baya Warak from Tulaskarwadi.
Goa State Environment Impact Assessment Authority asks PWD Chief Engineer whether any environment clearance is obtained for the Mopa Link Road. The authority requested to clarify if such project requires an environment clearance. Now, the Goa State Environment Impact Assessment Authority, in a letter to the Chief Engineer, National Highways and Roads and Building (PWD), asks whether any environment clearance is obtained for the Mopa Link Road, as well as requested to clarify if such project requires any environment clearance. All these days, the people from the village of Barkar, Nagzar and nearby areas were protesting against the proposed link road that is going through the property and the fields. It's Ashmita Polji for Herald TV.
The situation turned tense in Siolim after tourists from Delhi clashed with taxi operators from Morjim over the parking of cars on the road. Here's more.
Tourists in Delhi clashed with Taxi operators from Panjim over parking of cars on the road. Delhi tourists had parked their rented car on the road, which caused traffic congestion. When taxi operators asked them to move the car, they claimed to be from Delhi police and said they can do it anything they want.
पुलिस आ रही नहीं रे पार्किंग रहने दो रे पुलिस गाड़ी निकलने दो गाड़ी साइड में क्या गलती है तुम्हारा गलती नहीं रास्ते में टर्न करता है गलती नहीं बोलता है तू पिया हुआ है ऊपर से तू पिया हुआ है ड्रग्स पिया हुआ है तुम्हारा मेडिकल पहला करेगा तुमको पहले मेडिकल करेगा इसका मेडिकल करना चाहिए रे हाँ करेगा ट्रैफिक में होता था होटल वाले को पंचायत पंचायत कौन नहीं आता इधर इधर कोई बीमार पड़ गया मर जाएगा तो कौन करेगा दिखाएगा कौन इधर सर हाँ और हमको दिल्ली का पुलिस धमकी देता है हम लोग को हम काम करते हैं हम पेन बनता है हमारा वीडियो फ्लैश कर ले वीडियो कर अरे तुम क्या देखो वो क्या बोला गाली दिया देखो सर के सामने तो सर कैसा गाली दिया बोलो कौन गाली दिया
जाने तो आप कॉन्टैक्ट करो सर पुलिस आपसे बात करेगा पुलिस प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है क्यों रोक रहे हो क्या नाम है इसका
अरे भाई और 2 मिनट बोलता हूँ कौन गाली दी कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना है हमारे सामने अगर वो गाली दिया सुनो हाथ में गाली दिया उसने गाली दिया तो मेरी गलती में पुलिस का धमकी क्यों दिया तो
ना आपने बोला आपने दिल्ली पुलिस बोला दिल्ली पुलिस बोला
वो देख उधर है वो देख उसको बोला दिल्ली पुलिस है करके बोला पुलिस को ये सर सामने तुम्हारे पास छाड़ नहीं करने का तुम लोग चलो जाओ पुलिस आता है गाली देता है तुम्हारे सामने कौन सा गाली दिया सबको सुनने दो।
It's Ashmita Polji for Herald TV.
Fishermen fear that Goa's shoreline will be privatized given that the fishermen's structures are not shown on the coastal zone management plan. The fishermen of Shapura said that they wish to create awareness on this dangerous plan, where structures of coastal communities are not included on the plan within the 50 to 150 meter area from high tide line. Unless these structures are put in the plan, we will not support the plan.
Fishermen express fears about privatization of Goa's shoreline. They complain that their structures are not included in the coastal zone management plan. They will not support the plan unless their structures are included in the plan.
ही जी कोस्टल झोनाचो जो तेंच्यांनी प्लॅन केला आणि हेचेर जे मार्किंग केल्ले आसा पळय हे तेंच्यांनी हायटायडीची जी लायन मार्किंग केल्ली आसा ही तांबडी दिसता पळय ही हायटायड लायन ही जी आसा पळय हायटायड लायन आनी हेच्या भितर हांगर तेंच्यांनी हायटायडीकसून 50 मिटर भितर म्हणटा ते आनी 50 मिटर उदकाचे सायडीक हेचेर म्हणटा एकूच स्ट्रक्चर ना म्हणून हेंच्यांनी ऑलरेडी प्रायवेटायझेशनाक दिवंक सोदतात ते 150 मिटर
आयज चडशे डिफरंट लोक नुस्त्याचे हेचेर आयज म्हाका होच कायदो तर गोंयांक लागता जाल्यार महाराष्ट्राक कित्याक लागना तर महाराष्ट्राक हो कायदो लावचो आनी काडचे 150 मिटर गोंयचे कित्याक काडूंक सोदता आयज घरकान्न हेचेर अभ्यास करपाचो घरकान्न सांगपाचें इतकेंच सांगता तुमकां हांव खरी वयता उलो मारता की येता ते आयताराक प्रत्येक गोंयकारांनी प्रत्येक कडेन मिटींग करची आनी हेचो विचार करचो बारीक पळय हें ना कोणाक गावना जाल्यार हांगर येवन शापोरा जेटीचेर येवन व्हरपाचें प्लान हे सगळें तुमकां दाखयता.
School management, parents and students of Sri Vasant Vidyalaya located at Siolim are concerned about the loud music being played by hotels and restaurants in Siolim throughout the day. In this regard, the students have written a letter to Member Secretary of the Goa State Pollution Control Board seeking action. Parents said that the music starts at 6 p.m., continues up till 3 to 4 a.m., which adversely affects the studies of the students. The students have even written to the GCZMA as well as the local panchayat and the Anjuna police, but no action has been initiated till date.
Management, parents and students are concerned over the loud music played in Siolim. The hotels and restaurants play music from 6 p.m. till 4 a.m., thus disturbing the students. Complaints to the GCZMA, Anjuna Panchayat and Anjuna Police have not yielded results. Students are concerned about the approaching exams.
2 मार्चाक आमच्या कडल्यान भुरग्यांची एक लेखी पत्रक आमी पंचायतीक दिले सादर केले तशेंच नॉयज पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड जे आसा पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड तांकां सुद्दां एक आमचें पत्रक गेल्लें आसा तांचे कडल्यान आतां आजून पासून दखल जावना हेच्या फुडें जातली अशें हांव आशा बाळगितां पण पंचायतीक सुद्दां विचारलें तर कोणूच म्हाका कांयच तेजें उत्तर मेळना की कितें जालां आनी कशें कितें चलता तें हांव कोणाक ब्लेम करता अशें म्हणिना पण ह्या भुरग्यांचो आमी विचार करुया तेंचे मानसिकतेचो आमी विचार करुया फाल्यां भुरग्यांक बरो भुरगो शिकणारो आसा ताका अभ्यास जर करूंक मेळना आनी ताका जर मार्क्स कमी पडले आनी ते मार्क्स कमी पडून भुरगे कितें आपल्या जिवाचो विल्हेवाट लायता कितें फाटीं फुडें कितें जर केलें तेंच्यांनी बरें वायट अशें जाल्यार आमी ताका जबाबदार कोणाक जबाबदार धरपाचो ते म्युझिकवाल्यांक धरपाचो काय ऑथॉरिटीक धरपाचो काय पुलिसांक धरपाचो कोण मागीर जबाबदारी घेवपाक ना.
आयज शिवोलेन ह्या तलाशान धुमाकूळ घातलेलो आसा लोकांचे जमो पिड्ड्यार केल्ले आहा कोण बाबड्या शिकतल्या भुरग्यांचेर पळय इफेक्ट हो केला तेंच्यांनी तेजेर कोणूच एक्शन घेयना कित्याक तेंच म्हाका कळना. तो तलाशाची पात्रांव थोड्यांक हाडटा कोणाक 2 जाण कोण दादा आहा तांकां पयशे दिता ते दादागिरी करून तलाशा चलयता तितून आमची पंचायतीन कंप्लेन केली सरपंच ते म्हणटा आपणाक पडोंक ना आमचो आमदार आसलो तो म्हणटा आपणाक पडोंक ना PI आहा PI कितले फावटी तरी कंप्लेन करची PI कडेन.
1-2 म्हयने जाले गव्हर्मेंटान ह्यो क्लासीस स्टार्ट केल्यो ऑफलायन स्टार्ट केल्यो आनी आतां क्लासीस सद्या चलता. आतां त्या 10 तारखेर कितें 10-11 तारखेर कितें SSCच्या एग्जामी आहा 11-12 तारीख कितें तरी आनी SSCच्या एग्जामीच्या कारणान जे भुरग्यांक इतले त्रास जाता जे ह्या वाठारांत जे सावंड पोल्युशन म्हणू नाका जावं लोकांचें पोल्युशन कसलें सावंड पोल्युशन आनी सावंड पोल्युशनाक लागून जे लोक भुरगे आमचे शिकोवंक पावना तांकां एग्जामीचे स्टडी जायना तेंचे कडेन जावं तांकां सकाळ तेंचो पळय जो सावंड पोल्युशन आहा तो एक तरी तेंच्यांनी एग्जामी जाय आसता तरी बंद करचो नाजाल्यार तरी एक 7 ते 10 मेरेन वाजोवपाचें म्हणून लो सावंडांचे.
The main culvert at the entrance of Kamrabat in Panjim partially caved in on Monday morning. The incident occurred when a truck was crossing over the culvert. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. Locals had raised concern over the weak culvert.
Bridge collapses at Kamrabat this morning. Locals raised concern, no casualties reported.
9:40 मरे गाडी येताना मरे सगळे ही भितर कोलॅप्स जाले सो ती पयली एक व्हडली गाडी गेली तेंची सिमेंटाची तेजे मागीर ही गाडी तेजे फाटल्यान येयली ही कोलॅप्स जाली. आतां हिंगाच्या लोकांक सगळ्यांक प्रॉब्लम जाता कामाक वचपाक सो बेगीन जाता तितले फास्ट एक्शन घेया हे सारकें करता.
रस्तो ब्रिज मोडलो
हय कॉलेप्स जालो फूल भितर गेला तो.
भितर कितें काम चलता हिंगासर तेका येता
हे काम हेंचे चलता पळय तेंचेच गाडी ते मटेरियल हाडपाक गेलेले तेन्ना अशें जालें.
खंयच्या कडेन कितें गांवचें
कामराबाट गांव
तालिगांव
टोंका कामराबाट.
म्हणजे
4 व्हीलर वचूंक शकना.
आतां 4 व्हीलर वचूंक शकना ते आनी लोकांक आतां कामाक बी वचपाक जाय पळय ह्या टायमार ते आतां प्रॉब्लम जाला लोकांक.
आनी कितें लोकांक डॅमेज
ना सारके पलटी जाले ते
लोकांक कांय जावना.
लोकांक कांय ना. आतां तेंच्यांनी जाता तितले बेगीन एक्शन करून गाडी काडपाची. जे लोकांक आतां कामाक वचपाचो टायम जाला.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
8 March is celebrated as International Women's Day, a day dedicated to recognize and celebrate and honor women's achievement and their hard work and demand for equality. On this occasion, we asked a few women about their expectations from the next government.
Women should become proactive to demand what they want. Women should question the government so that the government will sit up, listen and start acting. Women should have new attitude how to deal with society. Government should ensure women's safety in the wake of atrocities.
We are going to have a new government. So let us have a new attitude about how to handle our society as men and women. Women's organizations working towards change should become active in this so that people are sufficiently guided.
I take this opportunity to congratulate and to give best wishes to each and every woman over here to please say that it is you who is running the society, whether it is at home or whether it is in the office, because you are the one who are taking care of everyone, whether it is your family members or whether you have the staff or whether in any government offices. But see that these women are being protected, they are giving more respect because they have to live with dignity. And for us, if there is no respect, no dignity, then I think nothing will remain, or I feel some injustice will be caused to her, because today she is running the entire society, she is protecting everyone, she is a savior for everyone. So please, it's an appeal to all the citizens that on the eve of International Women's Day, let's protect her, let's give some moral support to her and see that it will make a difference in each one of us.
उदकाचो जो प्रश्न आसा तो एक मोठो प्रश्न आसा आनी म्हाका दिसता सरकारान हाची दखल घेवपाक जाय की घरांनी उदक कशें पावतलें. खूब फावट शारांनी अशी गत आसता की उदक जें आसा तें 24 तास मेळना आनी तें थोड्याच वेळा खातीर येता म्हणटकच आमी तें सांठोवन दवरता आनी उदक संवसाराक किंवा जगपाक कितलें म्हत्वाचें हें आमकां सगळ्यांकूच खबर आसा. म्हणटकच जर शहरांनी ही परिस्थिती आसा जेन्ना उदक मेळना तेन्ना आमकां कदाचित टँकर मागोवं येता किंवा आमी भायर वचून उदकाच्यो बाटल्यो हाडून कशें तरी एका दिसाचो प्रश्न आमी सोडोवं येता किंवा 2 दिसाचो प्रश्न सोडोवं येता किंवा सामकेंच उदक ना जाल्यार आमी कोणागेर वचून रावूं येता किंवा हॉटेलांनी आमी रावतात किंवा भायलें जेवण मागयलें खालें अशें खुबशे आमी गजाली करतात. पूण म्हाका त्या बायलांचो त्या वेळार खूब मनान विचार येता आनी खंत दिसता.
A large ground plus 1-story house caught fire at Kaswara in Durbat, Siolim, resulting in major loss to 3 families. They have suspected that someone set fire to the house. A timely intervention of 2 fire tenders helped save further damage to the house. The loss was estimated at rupees 1 lakh.
A large house caught fire at Kaswara, Durbat. Residents suspect arson. Ponda Fire Station says the house belongs to Pandu Govind Naik and his 3 sons. 2 fire tenders rushed to the spot and extinguished the fire. The fire caused a loss of over 1 lakh rupees.
आज सकाळी पोंडा फायर स्टेशनाक एक फायर कॉल येलें पणजे हेडक्वॉटरांतल्यान की कासवाडा दुर्बाट हांगा घराक उजो लागला. इमिजिएटली आमी फायर स्टेशनाचे 2 फायर टेंडर पॉयंटार येयले आनी उजो ऑलरेडी आमी एक्सटिंग्विश केल्लो आसा.
टायम लागलो तुमकां?
नॉर्मली आमकां उजो एक वरभर आमकां 15-20 मिनटांनी उजो पावलेलो पूण कुलींग करपा खातीर आमकां एक टोटल 45 मिनिट्स लागले.
कसो कितें लागलो?
जे घर आसा तें पांडू गोविंद नायक हेजे नांवार पंचायतीन रजिस्टर आहा आनी ताजी चले हांगा जॉयंट फॅमिली रावता हांगा रुमांनी सत्यवान पी नायक, गोविंद पी नायक आनी दामू पी नायक.
कॉज ऑफ फायर कितें कळ्ळां?
कॉज ऑफ फायर सोर्सीस म्हणटा पोलीस जे हिसपान इन्वेस्टिगेट करता ते हिसपान जी नेबर्स ते म्हणटाले की कोणी तरी उजो घातला म्हणून तेंचे फॅमिली मेंबर कोण तरी कितें. सो ती इन्वेस्टिगेशन पोलिसां कडल्यान चालू आसा.
कितले लॉस एस्टिमेट जाला आतां वरी?
जवळपास तांकां लॉस एक तेंचे आतां सद्या कितें जाला भितरले वाशे हें जावन कमीत कमी जवळपास तांकां 50,000 वयर तांकां लॉस आसा.
घरां लागला?
ना घर एकूच तो दामू नायक म्हणटा तो रावतालो.
पण पार्टिशन आहा तांकां?
पार्टिशन आहा तांकां.
सो तुमी ते सायडीचे मातशें साल्वार
ऑलरेडी सेव्ड केला आमी सायडीक कितें उदक स्प्रेड जावपाक दिवना. दिस एडजस्टंट जी हावजीस तांकां एटॅच आसली तांकां.
सिलिंडर आशिल्ले भितर न्ही?
सिलिंडर म्हटल्यार सिलिंडर भितर कांय नासलें. सिलिंडर सायडीची जी पब्लीक म्हणटा जी सायडीक एडजस्टंट फॅमिली आसा ती म्हणटा सिलिंडर आयज ती गाडी येवपा आसल्या कारणान ते सिलिंडर भायर काडून सगळ्या लोकांनी दवरलेले.
सो मेजर कितें हें नाशिल्लें म्हणटा लॉस जाला अशें म्हणटा?
ना मेजर लॉस अशें कांय ना. पूण फक्त कितें आहा ती भितरले वाशे बी ओल्ड आसल्या कारणान तांकां फास्ट उजो धरून ते डॅमेज जाता.
Story by Sanjay Naik for Herald TV.
A walking pilgrimage to the old church of Sankhwal was held on the first Sunday of Lent. Catholics from all deaneries of Goa walked to the Sankhwal church as an act of penance. This was followed by prayers for peace in the world, adoration and blessing of the Blessed Sacrament. Following, the Holy Mass was celebrated by Archbishop and priests. About 5,000 people attended the walking pilgrimage.
Walking pilgrimage to Old Church of Sankhwal held on Sunday. This was followed by prayers for peace in the world. The faithful participated in adoration and Holy Mass. Petitions were collected from people and burnt.
ह्या जाग्यार आमी जोरी तर जमल्या ताका इतिहास आसा. भाग्यंत जुजेवाजाचो हांगा खोल इतिहास आसा आनी ताका लागून ह्या जाग्यार आमी जमता. आनी वेगवेगळे तरेन वेगवेगळ्या जाग्यांचेर असले भावार्थान बोल्लोले जागे आसा थंयसर आमी यात्रा करता त्या सांत भक्ताक मान दिवंक. दुसरे सुवातेर आनी एक कारण यात्रा करूंक म्हटल्यार पातकांचें प्राचीत करूंक. टू फुलफील द डिमांड्स ऑफ पेनन्स. अशें म्हणटात की आदल्या काळार जायतो लोक आपल्या पातकांचें फारीकपण कशें दिवंक यात्रा करतालो. आनी अशें आसलें की ज्या मनशान खंयचें वेपन वा कसली वस्त जी दुसऱ्यांक दुखोवंक वापरल्या तीच कोडयतालेत आनी ताच्या पांयांक एक काकोण कशें बांदतालेत. देखीक जोरी तर कोणें सुरी घेवन दुसऱ्याक दुखयला दुसऱ्याचो प्राण काडला जाल्यार ह्या पातकाचें फारीकपण करूंक ही सुरी हें लोकोण कोडयतालेत ताचें काकोण करूंक पांयान घालतालेत. आनी ह्या मनशान यात्रा करूंक जाय आसली. कुणांक की हें जें काकोण ताका आतां यात्रा चलूंक दूख दितलें हें ओतम्याकूय पातोक दूख दिता. आनी चलता चलता हें काकोण झोरतालें घावय कोत्तालें आनी शेकी जायते फावटी कोलम येवन मोडटालें. खुणायता ही यात्रा करता आसतना आतां ताका हें पातोक भोगसलें. आनी अशे तरेन पातकाचें फारीकपण कशें एज एन अटोनमेंट फॉर सीन जायतीं मनशां यात्रा करतालीं. आनी तिसरे सुवातेर पेकोवणी व उपकार मागूंक. जायतीं जाणां आमी ही यात्रा करता आनी दुबावीण आमी ही यात्रा करतना कसलें तरी इंतेसांव आमच्या मनांत आसा. कसलें तरी कोणा पासत तरी आमी मागता जावं आमचेच पासत वा आमच्या घरच्या पासत शेजाऱ्या पासत कोणाय पासत पूण कसलें तरी इंतेसांव घेवन आमी ही यात्रा करता म्हणटूच यात्रा मागूंक. यात्रा मोगाळिश्टांनो आमकां सोडवून जोडून घेना पूण आमच्या सोडवणदाराचो अनुभव घेवंक आमकां आदाराची जाता.
Freddy Fernandez for Herald TV.
Former Chief of Army Staff General and former Punjab Governor Sunit Francis Rodrigues was cremated at Sant Inês Crematorium with full state honours. Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai, the Chief of Army Staff General Manoj Mukund Narvane and other dignitaries were present at the cremation. Earlier, a funeral mass was held to pray for the soul of General Rodrigues.
Former Chief of Army Staff General Sunit Francis Rodrigues was cremated at Sant Inês Crematorium. The former Punjab governor died at a private hospital near Panjim. He was 88. General Rodriguez headed the Indian Army between 1990 and 1993. He served 2 terms on the National Security Advisory Board.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.